Thanks for checking out this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. We had Mox and Adam Copeland for the AEW title in a street fight. And they start backstage brawling, and then Copeland tries to steal the briefcase. Moxley sends him into a bay door and takes off. They brawl into the crowd. They brawl around ringside. Moxley's trying to choke him out. End up with a paradigm shift on the announce table on Copeland. So Mox works him over for a while. And then big superplex. They show Prince Nana watching backstage. And then Copeland gets his bat covered in nails. And he gets in the ring, and Mox hits a cutter. Mox sets up a table in the corner. Copeland gets the bat, and he whacks him in the gut with the bat. And then he puts this bat on the ground with all of the nails pointing up. And he gives Moxley a vertical suplex onto this bat. And this bat got stuck in Moxley's back.
The nails got stuck in his back.
I don't know if that's what he intended, but it happened. And so he sat up.
But I mean, the thing, aside from getting it stuck, when the referee and Wheeler Yuta tried to get the thing off him, like they couldn't get it.
Well, here's
off
the thing.
That easy.
He gets his bat stuck in his back. And he sits up, and man, he realizes that he's got a bat stuck in his back. And so
he's got nails stuck in his back, not a bat.
He is going to milk this for all it's worth. And he slowly gets to his knees. And I think the referee asked, like, do you want me to take it out of your back? And he said, no! Like, they had some conversation. And so you never saw a guy so slowly get to his feet and so dramatically slowly walk around the ring like he's Frankenstein with this thing sticking out of his back. I mean, he milked this for all it was worth. And then Wheeler hits the ring. He lays out Copeland. And he goes to take this bat out of Moxley's back, and he can't get it out of his back.
Yeah.
And so, he goes to do something else, and then the referee comes over, and now the referee's got the black gloves on, and he's trying to get this thing out of Moxley's back. And finally, they got it out of the guy's back, and Moxley goes to the corner, and he just hung out for a long time after that bat got removed. So then we got 8,000 people hitting the ring. We had,
Claudio and Pac.
Claudio, and then Pac, and then FTR, and everybody's brawling. Copeland spears Mox through the table. Marina breaks it up. Willow hits the ring. And then Kip Sabian hits the ring. Nick Wayne hits the ring. And Nick gives Copeland the Wayne's World. Copeland kicks out, but Mox puts him in the Bulldog choke and gets the submission. So, absolutely fucking insane.
Yes. So Nick Wayne was the one who ended up costing Copeland the match in the end.
Mostly. Copeland did kick out of it, but he then did fall.
But he then got choked immediately, Bulldog.
Though. Yes. Yeah. So hopefully they immediately gave Moxley a tetanus shot. He drove 10 hours in the fucking snow to do that.
Yeah.
And then back. And so, holy smokes. So then Copeland asks Dax to help him up. Dax walks off. Cash goes after him. Dax shoves him, walks off on his own. Cash helps Copeland to his feet. They hug, and then Cash leaves to see what's up with Dax. So I wasn't expecting a split of FTR.
No.
Nor do I think we'll get it. I think this is probably one of those swerve deals where you think they're going to split up, and instead they both turn heel and take out Copeland.
I think so.
But he got a standing ovation afterwards.
Yeah.
Adam Copeland. Miles better than the pay-per-view match.
Yeah, I mean it was
and
better.
A much hotter crowd.
Yeah, well, a much hotter crowd. Yeah, well, I mean it also wasn't, it also
they did position it in the middle of the show as opposed to 5 hours in after a cage match and
they
double juice matches and all that
yeah.
craziness.
Yeah, it was a lot. And this one they got to do the wild match. On the pay-per-view,
they did.
They went out there to do a wrestling match after the wild matches. And this one. It was, everybody else had to follow it. But you know what? I mean, it was like the crowd was hot, and I heard the crowd was hot all through Collision, too. So, that was the one thing I heard that they were very happy with the crowd because, on a cold night and everything, even though it's not necessarily cold in the building, sometimes on a cold night with bad weather, the crowd's not necessarily going to be so into everything. And again, 4+ hour show, 4.5 hour show, and maybe a little even longer, but you're roughly 4.5 hour show. By the end, you often get tired, and I heard that the crowd was very up for the last match, which was the Jalisco match.
If you love this show, you should consider signing up at WrestlingObserver.com. WrestlingObserver.com has every show that we have ever done, over 15,000 podcasts in the archives, dating back to 2005. Searchable by show, searchable by year. Perhaps the first show you ever watched was 2008 WrestleMania? Well, you can head into the archives and you can find the podcast we did, all built around the 2008 WrestleMania. Every major show, whether it be WWE, AEW, we covered it all. 15,000 archived shows at WrestlingObserver.com. Also, when you subscribe, you get full access to the Wrestling Observer newsletter. There's a new Observer every Friday. And on top of that, we have thousands and thousands of archived issues of the Observer dating back to 1991. So again, WrestleMania 2008. Go to the archives, search WrestleMania 2008, read all of the issues surrounding that show. Of course, Wrestling Observer newsletter, 40,000 words of news and information on pro wrestling and mixed martial arts every single week. New issue comes out every Friday. New back issue comes out every Monday. You also get the discussion board. One of the best discussion boards on the internet. It's members only. If you're going to troll, well, you got to pay to troll, and there aren't too many of those. And if you cause too much trouble, you're out of there. So if you want a great place to discuss professional wrestling, it is the board. Also available as a subscriber at WrestlingObserver.com. The whole package, all of the new shows, all of the archived shows, all of the new issues of the Observer, all of the archived editions of the newsletter, all of the past episodes of Wrestling Observer Radio, Wrestling Observer Live, The Bryan and Vinny Show, Figure 4 Daily, Filthy 4 Daily, The Board, all of it, just $14.99 per month. The full shebang. And you can save a lot of money getting an annual subscription. A full year, you basically get 2 months free. So check it out, WrestlingObserver.com, everything you'll ever need as a fan of professional wrestling. Check it out today at 4WOnline.com.